Welcome back to the channel, guys. Episode 2 of the Denmark Youth Academy Challenge. And today, I'm going to be showing you the formation that I'm picking. And also, we're going to play the first game of the season. Let's do this. Right then, people. This is what we're going to go with. At the end of the day, I have gone with a 4-2-3-1. Not massively happy about it. We'll come away from it when I can do. But for now, it suits my team, suits my players, and it suits what I want to do. So, go with the standard goalkeeper, because why not? I've gone with fullback support at fullback, just because I don't want them... They're not very good. So I just want them to stay sort of in place as a four at the back. I don't want them overlapping, really. They can cross from deep if they want, but by and large, I just want them to stay back there, and we always have four back. Two centre-backs, quite self-explanatory. Ibsen turned down the offer from the team in our division. So Ibsen's staying for now, which is very, very good. He's our deep-lying playmaker. I want someone to just get hold of the ball. He's our best player, so I want him to get on it a bit more. And I also want the defenders to pass into midfield whenever they can. So I want him to be an option because they're not very good, my defence. I want them to sort of just pass the ball to him. Jensen is going to be a centre midfield attack. It's his best role. I could have maybe made him Mazzala, but I don't want him to go into that winger's space. I want him to go into the space that Algren vacates when he goes and joins the striker, Grossen. So that's that. I've got Moller Hansen on the right wing as a winger, just because he's the best at that. That's what he's good at. He can just run down the wing, hold the width, get some crosses in, and hopefully there's people joining him. On that note, Christiansen on the left-hand side will hopefully be joining the striker and the shadow striker in the box for when Molly Hansen crosses the ball in. And obviously Jensen's going to be arriving late as well for a pullback. Ibsen is going to be sort of hanging around, and then I've got four at the back. So I'm trying to be defensively solid while also being quite attacking. And the reason why, we're going to talk about the instructions as well now. I've gone for attacking. I was going to go positive, but I've gone for attacking because I want us to play fast. I don't think we've got the required quality to play slow, to play possession-based game. And then what that happens there is the other team get behind the ball. We struggle to break them down because we don't have the technique, the vision, the composure, the decision-making. And then it becomes a nightmare because we get counter-attacked. So what I've done is we're going to go for it. We're going to go for it, and we're going to try and score as many goals as we can. The theory is if we can win one, lose one, win one, lose one, rather than sitting back and inviting pressure onto my poor defenders, is we can pick up enough points to avoid relegation until our team becomes better, right? I think that makes sense. So we've gone narrow, fairly narrow in the attacking third, in the possession. So everyone's quite close together. We want people close together. We don't want them wide because I want someone to have an option as soon as they get the ball, because I don't trust that they're going to be able to make a long 20-yard pass when we're wide. Don't really want that. Hansen will keep his width anyway, but everyone else I sort of want him to stay quite narrow, sort of interchanging, etc. Passing to space is just what it is. So we are one of the worst teams in the league, which means the other teams, apart from the one at the below us in the preview, they're all going to be playing quite high up. So there's going to be plenty of space in behind, and also on top of that, we have got quite a fast team, as we established in the last episode. Be more expressive. I might take that off. That's basically when we get into the attacking third. I just want them to be a little bit more creative. I want them to... they can cross the ball. They can shoot if they want. They can do something a bit unexpected. And I might take that off. But for now, I've used it on a fair few tactics this year, and it's worked. So, like I said, that's one that's 50-50 on the edge, might come off. Distributing to centre-backs and full-backs, that is another thing that I'm not entirely sure about. I think that will change the distribution from my goalkeeper depending on the formations that other teams are using. So if they've got two up front and no wingers, I'll distribute to the full-backs because there'll be no wingers marking our full-backs. If they've got one striker, I'll go to the centre-backs. If that is struggling, I will just go to the flanks and hopefully we can sort of get like a second ball or whatever. Basically away from our defence as soon as possible. So that is something, again, that's interchangeable. That's something that we can look at further on. Counter-attack, again, makes sense with the pass into space. Other teams are going to be playing quite high, so when we get the ball, I want us to pass into space and counter-attack. Counter-press. The counter-press is basically because after we lose the ball, I want us to go and chase them. We've got pace, etc. And it fits into our thing of we're being attacking, we're in their faces. And then the out of possession thing with the high press, they're much more often pressing. That again, lends into itself that I want us to be really aggressive in the attacking mentality. But I've gone for a standard defensive line. I don't want to get too far up. I don't want to get caught out with really quick strikers, really good passers of the ball. So we are just going to go standard defensive line. It might go up depending on if there's a massive gap between Ibsen and the defence. We shall see. And I've also got prevent goalkeeper short distribution. That's something else that I might change, because if I take prevent short goalkeeper distribution off, my players will sit a bit further back and allow them to play out, and then I might be able to actually catch the mistakes as they try and play out. So I'm hoping other teams try and play out against us and we can sort of nick the ball off them. And then get stuck in. Again, I just want to be aggressive. So that is the tactic in its entirety, and that's the thinking behind it all. It's a bit of a match between a bit of a 50-50 between the roles suiting my players' attributes and the roles connecting together for the big part of the plan. So that's what it is so far. I've also got the players on the bench that can step in. I've got a right back, 2 centre backs, and a left back. I've got 2 centre midfielders there. I've got a right winger, a shadow striker, a left winger, inside forward, and another striker. So I have got a player for every single position if someone gets injured, suspended, or whatever. Now, the players on the bench are a massive downgrade, apart from fullbacks, because my fullbacks aren't great to start with. But everyone else is it's a bit of a downgrade. But that's going to happen, isn't it? In the 4th tier of Denmark, that's going to happen. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to play up until the start of the season. And then at the end of this video, for the second half of this video, we're going to play the first game and see where we're at. And we can talk about it after. Sort of see what happened, talk about it, if anything is changing. And then after that, on episode 3, what we'll be doing is I'll go on to the same format as the Livorno save. And we'll do half the season and then full season, half season, with a preview and the first half of the season, and then we'll go intake and end of the season. So just to introduce you to the tactic and everything like that, the first episode was the club. This is the tactics and how we're going to go forward. And then after this, it's going to be the simple, normal standard of the format as how we used to do it beforehand. So let's get into the first game then. Here we are then, the first game of the season. I didn't check our opponents, but our opponents are the best team in the league by a distance. They got relegated, and basically the media is saying if they don't go up, then there's something severely wrong. So this is going to be a really tough one. The worst team in the league now, us. Everyone else has had a pre-season, and some people have obviously made signings, so now we are the worst, or the joint worst team in the division. It looks like Bronsjoj, who have made some signings now, they've pushed right up into the 6th position. I'm glad Ibsen turned them down, because I'm sure Ibsen would have made them even better. But here we go. We're not too far away from a few of these teams here, so hopefully the season goes well. But this first game, probably not going to go that well. This is the lineup then. We've got Kruse in goal, Mommer right back, Nielsen and Hansen centre back, Hildebrand left back, Jensen and Ibsen in centre midfield, Christiansen, Algren, Moller Hansen and Grossen, all the uns. Just done the team talk, told the guys there's no pressure, and no one has reacted, so we need to sort that out. All my players don't really trust me yet as a manager because of our low reputation and no coaching badges, so we need to sort that out. They're playing a 4-4-2. Just going to change to key highlights. We're going to go to TV camera in a second. There we go. Camera height there, camera zoom there. Replays on, and then 2 clicks above normal. Oh, we've got a really tall player there, Algren. Right, yeah, they're 4-4-2. This is the best team in the league. We're away from home. So technically, the first game of the season that I'm showing you guys is the hardest in the season. So I'm not entirely sure how we're going to play. We could get absolutely battered. But if we do, hopefully it's only up from here, right? Referee is called Spen Schala. Fantastic name. These guys have got some very good players. It's quite obvious that the best team in the league. So this should be very, very amusing. Any point at all here. Any point at all here, which has just gone even less of a chance now, would be amazing. We did not need that. 13 minutes into the first season. Did not need him to get injured like that. But that's what's happening. Good tackle. Tackle again. We're not fast enough, are we, compared to them, it seems like. We've got quite a quick team, but even compared to these guys, you can see they're just a little bit quicker than us. What a save by Kruse there. Offside, though. I'm really hoping Hansen isn't out for too long. That would be a nightmare. He's our main source of goals from corners and set pieces. They've had 3 yellow cards. A lot faster. Very annoying. Their team talks, though, aren't very good. Their manager's not getting the team talks from the side of the pitch. Right. Not a bad start. We've had the possession as well, which is crazy. It's not really... Oh, here we go. Go on, Ibsen. Good ball in. Hansen. To Jensen. Oh! Oh! Jakob Jensen. 1-0. Did not expect that, guys. This smile might be wiped off my face in the next couple of minutes, but what a start. Another highlight, potentially. Hopefully we don't get counter-attacked. Crossed in. Thought that was going to be a penalty and a sending off then. Hansen again, to Jensen again. To Grossen. 2-0 up. What is going on? I checked their team before the game, guys. It's definitely better than mine by a big distance. I cannot believe what's going on. Away from home. Our best centre-back injured, and we're 2-0 up against the massive favourites for the league. Wow. Okay. I'm going to say we're pleased. I'm not going to say complacency because mentality at this level is a bit fragile. So I'm not going to be like a disciplinarian and sort of a taskmaster this early on because they'll not thank me for it. So we'll go pleased. Christiansen there to Hildebrand. A fantastic cross. Molly Hansen, sorry. Oh, what is going on? What is actually happening here? I don't get it. What a cross by Hildebrand, by the way. Okay. 3-0 up, apparently. Wow. And not only that, we've deserved to be winning as well. That's the crazy thing about this. When is our next match? It's 3 days after this. Okay. So we do need to make a couple of subs then. I'm going to see who the first guys are to get tired into the little red hearts. See who the first guys are to get tired. No one yet. It's pretty crazy. Christiansen on the left wing, though, is not having the greatest game. He's very good, though. I don't really want to bring him off. We're going to get... There's no way this ends 4-0 to us. Oh, no, is Christensen injured? Please, no. Right, I think we're going to take him off. Yeah, just make sure, right? You come off. Let's take... I was going to take Hildebrand off, but... Basically, with my substitutes, I've got everything sorted. Setka, I've got a left back and a centre back. Beltagi, I've got a right back. I've got right wing, left wing here. Centre midfielder there that can cover both spots. And then Mayhofer, who we've just brought on, can play like sort of attacking midfield and striker. So we've got every single position covered on the bench. Only thing that I can't take Hildebrand off now is because Setka's gone on. Otherwise, I'd have done that. And Hansen's injured. So we'll leave Hildebrand on for now. Hopefully, Hansen isn't injured for longer than a day or two, which it probably will be, let's be honest. I reckon it'll be about 3 or 4 weeks. It usually is. And then we'll put... I don't know what to do here. I'll leave it like that. I don't really want to make substitutes for substitute's sake. Now I do. Now I do, because we've got some good players tired. Yeah, we'll sort... I think we'll go with that. I think. They might score now because we've weakened our team considerably. But wow, 3-0 away from home. First game of the season. Probably 3-1 in a second. I just didn't expect this at all. I can't... At all. I will show you some of their players after the game if you guys want. And they are quite clearly better than ours. We're playing through the press really well. Come on, mama. Don't go too far. Don't go too far. Ah, okay. 2-on-1 here. Gonna play it to that other guy, isn't he? Surely. Yeah. Oh, they've made... Okay, I thought that was a goal. But what a first game that is, by the way. Kicking off the save in Denmark, 3-0. Comfortable, really, against the best team in the league and the recently relegated. What? How much? It can't get any better than that to start with, can it? Holbach won by 5 goals, so we are second, but wow. Quickly, he's out for 4 weeks. I did tell you it'd be 3 to 4 weeks. It always is, especially against when it's your better players. It's never a couple of days. Let me just show you guys some of this team. Marga. Right, watch. So if I just click on Zendelli, he's not amazing, but he didn't start. If we keep going down, it's quite clear. Like, look at him. 14 dribbling. Just way better than us, right? Centre midfielders there, they've got like 8s, 9s and 10s in good areas. Look at that. 12, 12, 13. It's much better than ours, right? Centre midfielder there, 19 years old. Centre back, 20. Italian as well. Fantastic physicals. Not entirely sure how we've just won that game. But doesn't matter, does it? We have. I wish Ava, my personal assistant, wouldn't keep recommending these really good players that I can't sign. Wow, what a goalkeeper he would be for us. Okay, right. That's it for the video, guys. Please leave a like, leave a comment, and more importantly, leave a subscription on the channel. It helps me grow, helps us grow, helps us in the future a lot. So thank you for watching. Until next time, as always, I'll catch you then. Goodbye.